Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Shri Mate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nivishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarini Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jai listeners, Hare Krishna. We are making this video because we want to teach people how they can uncover their dormant bliss, spiritual bliss, love within each one of us, because we are a tiny part and parcel, spark of Lord Krishna. We possess an infinite amount of bliss because Lord Krishna is blissful, always in bliss. He is the ocean of bliss. So, on the spiritual plane, all happiness can be found in the body and activities of Krishna. This is confirmed in all the Vedic scriptures, specifically the Bhagavad Purana, the Bhagavad Gita, and now the Chaitanya Charitamrita describes that Lord Krishna is the original cause of all causes, and that his body is non-different than him, and that he is the ocean of bliss. So Krishna, or Bhagavan, means the favored one. So all the activities that are being performed by Lord Krishna are favorable. They're always enjoyable. Krishna is always in a happy mood. In the material world, our mood is not always so happy. Sometimes in the material world we are depressed for different reasons, because this material world is not our real home. And so everything that is going on here is not meant for our benefit, and neither are we the center of life. Life does not revolve around us. This place we call Earth is more of a prison house than it is a circus or a fair. But Krishna, when he descends to earth, everything he does is favorable. No unfavorable situation can touch him, because he is the cause of all causes. So when he descends to the material world, he does not come here because he is imperfect or because he is under the influence of karma. On the other hand, when we descend here, we are coming because of our previous sinful activities. So, how do we eradicate our unhappiness? Very simple. We link up to Krishna. If you do yoga, bhakti yoga, and you link up to Krishna, all your unhappiness will go away. And a complete experience of bliss will envelop you. The experience of Krishna will come into your consciousness, and you will experience the greatest joy and pleasure in having the association of the Lord infinitely close to you. Krishna is so close to us in our consciousness, sometimes we cannot distinguish if we are Krishna or not Krishna. For a bhakti yogi who is so in love with Krishna, he is so in love that it's hard sometimes to distinguish Krishna from ourselves. But the fact is, Krishna is so kind to someone who remembers him that he wants that individual soul to experience unlimited joy in his presence. Krishna is so kind, he facilitates the pleasure and joy of anyone who remembers him. And the purpose of the individual devotee who is remembering Krishna is to bring joy to Krishna. So Krishna is bringing joy to us, and we are interested in bringing joy to Krishna. In this way, a relationship exists, but the relationship is so close. Still, the devotee of Krishna who is experiencing the joy, he never wants to imitate Krishna. The many, many millions and unlimited devotees of Krishna have love for him. So when you have love for Krishna, he rewards that love with so much intimacy, so much joy. So all of the envy that we have for God is gone by the grace of his love for us. It is envy that is keeping us in the material world. But love of Krishna is so strong that when you invoke that dormant love by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, the primeval envy which is covering the soul, which is emanating from the false ego, is dissipated, and waves of joy, of love of God are awoken in the consciousness. So real life can begin. If you are a devotee of Krishna, and you are in yogic love of Krishna through yoga, so much joy, waves of joy come at every moment that there is no greater happiness to be had on earth or in any other world. So much pleasure does Krishna give to his soul because he possesses unlimited pleasure. And pleasure is the game of God. God is so interested in pleasure, real pleasure. In the material world, everyone is looking for pleasure, and they are failing all the time. You can analyze on your own and see that no one is really happy. Even if a man has so much money, bank balance, wife, car, children, nice children, many degrees, such as in physics or economics, and so many titles, no one is happy in the material world. No one. Except for a devotee of Lord Krishna. So there is no necessity for wasting our time only trying to find pleasure separately from Krishna. A wise man surrenders to Krishna, becomes his devotee, engages in worship of Krishna, and in this way he becomes compact in his awareness and love for Krishna. And conversely, the Lord is eager to benedict us with his love and joy and knowledge and wisdom and beauty and strength and renunciation. So many wonderful qualities that God possesses. So, do become a yogi and devotee of Krishna, and faithfully chant the Krishna's names every day, and all of the evils and ill will and unfortunate situations that you are experiencing in the material world will be gone. And you will not hanker for material things and material life if you have the association of Krishna with you. Because one day you may have so many things in the material world and the next day they will be gone. So be satisfied with what you have. Be of good spirit. Be joyful. Do good and teach others about Krishna. Keep Krishna close to you. Remember Krishna. Worship him. Be happy. And when this life of yours winds down and you begin to come to the end of your life, Krishna, being merciful, will give you full remembrance of him. Because at the time of death, he, Krishna says, he who remembers me in full consciousness comes to me. Where do we go if we remember Krishna? We go to Krishna, to his spiritual planet, which is beyond the Vaikunthas, in the spiritual world, where we will assume a spiritual body that is just favorable and perfect for engaging in loving relationship with Krishna. Krishna loves to engage in loving relationships with his devotee. Nothing gives him more pleasure. So when we join Krishna, we do not have to return to this world where we have gotten these material bodies. No longer do we have to take birth in the womb of a mother. Instead, we will live eternally in joy of remembering the most beautiful boy, Krishna. So everything I am saying to you is verified in the Vedas. You can read all these things that my guru has translated from Sanskrit for your benefit. If you are a good reader, like to read, you can go to vedabase.org and study. Take some time to study these things and rid yourself of all unhappiness in the material world and achieve the supreme state of liberation. Make your life perfect. That is your opportunity. That is my opportunity. So if we don't use our life for Krishna consciousness, then we will suffer both now and in the future. So why should we suffer? if we can be blissful. So a wise man does not do continually what is causing him to be unhappy. Only a fool over and over repeats his bad behavior. But a wise man wishes to taste real freedom. That freedom, that joy can be found in a life of Krishna consciousness. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.